Intro. Hey there, fellow farmers and gardening enthusiasts. Have you ever wondered how to grow more while using less water? Well, you're in for a treat today. We're diving into the world of smart irrigation systems. These clever setups are changing the game when it comes to watering our crops and gardens. So, grab your favorite drink, and let's explore how we can save water and boost our harvests at the same time. Main content. Let's start by talking about why good water management matters so much. Water is precious, and we need to use it wisely in farming and gardening. When we water our plants just right, they grow better and produce more. But when we use too much water, we're not just wasting it. We can actually harm our plants and reduce our yields. That's where smart irrigation systems come in. So, what exactly is a smart irrigation system? It's like having a super smart gardener that knows exactly when and how much to water your plants. These systems use a combination of sensors, controllers, and software to make watering decisions. Let's break down the main parts. First, we have soil moisture sensors. These little devices are placed in the soil to measure how wet or dry it is. They're like having tiny weather stations right where your plants are growing. The sensors send this information to the main controller. Next up is the controller, which is like the brain of the system. It takes in all the data from the sensors and makes decisions about watering. The controller can be programmed with information about your specific plants and soil type. This helps it make even better choices about when to water. Now, here's where it gets really cool. Many smart irrigation systems also connect to local weather stations or use weather forecasts. This means they can adjust watering schedules based on recent rainfall or upcoming hot weather. Imagine not having to worry about turning off your sprinklers when it rains. The software is what ties everything together. It allows you to monitor and control your irrigation system from your phone or computer. You can see real-time data, adjust settings, and even get alerts if something needs your attention. Let's talk about how these systems use real-time data to make watering decisions. Say it's been a hot, dry week. The soil moisture sensors will detect that the soil is getting dry. They'll send this information to the controller. The controller checks the weather forecast and sees no rain is expected. It then decides it's time to water and turns on the irrigation system. But it doesn't just water for a set time. It keeps checking the soil moisture levels and stops when the soil has enough water. This precision means no overwatering and no underwatering. Just the right amount of water for happy, healthy plants. Now, you might be wondering, does this really make a difference? Let's look at some real-world examples. A farm in California switched to a smart irrigation system for their almond orchards. They found they could reduce their water use by 20% while maintaining the same crop yield. That's a huge water saving. In another case, a corn farmer in the Midwest used smart irrigation to increase his yield by 15%. He was able to give his crops exactly the right amount of water at the right times. This led to healthier plants and bigger harvests. Even on a smaller scale, smart irrigation can make a big difference. A community garden in Arizona installed a smart system and cut their water use in half. Their vegetables thrived, and they even saw an increase in their harvest. These systems aren't just for big farms or dry areas. They can be useful in any climate and for any size of garden or farm. In wetter areas, they can help prevent overwatering, which can lead to plant diseases. In drier areas, they ensure every drop of water is used efficiently. Now, you might be thinking, this sounds great, but isn't it complicated to set up? While it's true that smart irrigation systems are more complex than a simple sprinkler, they're becoming easier to install and use all the time. Many companies offer professional installation services. And once they're set up, they often require less day-to-day management than traditional irrigation methods. Of course, no system is perfect. Smart irrigation systems do require an initial investment. They also need some maintenance to keep them working correctly. But for many farmers and gardeners, the water savings and improved yields make it well worth it. As we face challenges like climate change and water scarcity, tools like smart irrigation systems become even more important. They help us use our resources more wisely and grow food more efficiently. And that's good news for everyone who eats. Outro. So there you have it, folks. Smart irrigation systems. a clever way to save water and grow more. If you're interested in trying out smart irrigation, start by researching systems that might work for your situation. Every garden or farm is unique, so find a solution that fits your needs. Have you used smart irrigation before? Or do you have questions about how it might work for you? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and share it with your fellow plant-loving friends. Until next time, happy growing!